Okay, so now let's start with the MSF console. As previously mentioned, the console will be your main interface to the Metasploit framework. You can launch it using the MSF console command on your Linux machine. So let's launch our MSF console. Remember, it will take time depending on your machine. If your machine is faster, then it may start quickly, and if your machine is a little bit slow like mine, it may take some time. So wait for it to completely launch. So here we go, you can see the banner of Metasploit. It also tells us the current version that is running. We have 2,327 exploits, we have 1,218 auxiliaries, we have 413 post, 1,385 payload, we have 46 encoders, we have 11 knobs here, and we have 9 evasions. We already discussed these in our previous videos. Once launched, you will see the command line change from Kali Kali to MSF6. This can be MSF6 or sometimes MSF5 depending upon the latest version that you have currently installed on your system. The Metasploit console or MSF console can be used just like a regular command line. As you can see, the first command is ls. I have already included this in our presentation as well. You can see the first command is ls, which lists the contents of the folder from which Metasploit was launched. So let's check it out. If I just write ls and press enter, you can see that I am listing the contents of the folder from where I launched the MSF console. We can also run the ping command. I will just write ping-c1 to 8.8.8.8. 8.8.8.8 is the Google DNS server, so I'm just sending one packet. If I just click on it, you'll see that I can also ping different servers from the MSF console. MSF console will support most Linux commands, including the clear command. You can see if I just write clear, it will make my terminal screen blank. But it will not allow you to use some features of a regular command line. It doesn't support output redirection as seen below. If I just write help and if I redirect my command to help.txt, this is not supported in the MSF console. So while on the subject, the help command can be used on its own for a specific purpose. You'll see that if I just write help, it will give me help regarding different things. On a similar note, I can also use the help command for a specific command. As you can see, if I just write help set, it gives me all the help related to set where it is showing how to use the set command and which options are available inside the set command in the MSF console. We also have the history command. The history command tells us which command we have typed before. So you can see if I just write history here, you'll see all the commands from the first one till the last command which I have typed here. So the history command gives us the history of the commands that we have used on our machine. One other important feature of the MSF console is the tab completion. This will come in handy later when we will be using the Metasploit command or dealing with different modules. For example, if I just start typing help and I just write HAL and press the tab key, it will complete my command. So the tab completion command of the MSF console is very handy when you are working with a larger file and when you are developing some large codes. Now, one of the most useful commands in MSF console is the search command. This command will search the Metasploit Framework database for modules related to the given search parameter. We can conduct searches using CVE number, exploit names, for example Eternal Blue or Heartbleed, or target systems. So if I just search Eternal Blue, it will search for the exploits or for the auxiliaries that contain Eternal Blue. As you can see here, we have Eternal Blue, and we have the description, which says MS17-0-10 Eternal Blue SMB Remote Windows Kernel Pool. So the search command is very important and very powerful to search through the Metasploit database. Let's do one more search. So I can just search MS17010. So you can see it tells me that this search is related to Eternal Blue. Here we have the description, and here we have the different kinds of CVEs. You can see here the Eternal Blue Romance, Eternal Synergy. We have the SMB, RCE detection, and others. So the output of the search command provides an overview of each returned module. You may notice the name column already gives more information than just the module name. You can see the type of module that is here. Whether it is auxiliary or an exploit, we can see it, and we can also see the category of each module. So you can also see the category of each module, whether it is a scanner or it is admin. So you can see here we have the admin category, we have the scanner category, and so on. Another essential piece of information returned using the search command is the rank column. So you can see the rank here, which is either average, normal, or great. So if this holds an excellent ranking, it means the exploit will never crash the server. This is the case of SQL injection, CMD execution, RFI, and LFI, etc. Okay, so you can see we may have a great ranking as well. A great ranking exploit has a default target and either auto-detects the appropriate target or uses an application-specific return address. After a version check, we may have good ranking. The exploit has a default target and it is a common case for this type of software. English, Windows 7 for a desktop app, 2012 for a server. We may have a normal ranking exploit. Such exploits are otherwise reliable but depend on the specific version and can or cannot reliably auto-detect. We may have an average ranking, which means the exploit is generally unreliable and difficult to exploit. Or, we may have a low ranking, which means the exploit is nearly impossible to exploit at under 50% success rate for a common platform. We may also have a manual ranking. This means the exploit is unstable and difficult to exploit and is basically a DOS. This ranking is also used when the module has no use unless specifically configured by the user. One other important feature of the search function is that we can direct the search function using keywords such as type and platform. So let's see an example. If you wanted our search to only include auxiliary modules, we could set type to auxiliary. So now you can see here I'll just write search type as auxiliary and I am going to search for telnet, so you can see it will return only the modules that are related to auxiliary. So you can see here we are getting only the auxiliary modules. So it is one of the most amazing features of the search function inside the MSF console, that is, searching using keywords such as type and platform. Okay, so in conclusion, please remember that exploits take advantage of a vulnerability on the target system and may show unexpected behavior. A low-ranked exploit may work perfectly and an excellent ranked exploit may not always crash the target system. So always be very careful while you are using the Metasploit framework on your own around the target device so that you may not cause the damages that are not in your target or those that are not in your scope. So this was all about the MSF console, and I hope you have learned something new. In upcoming videos, we will be working with the MSF console, so stay tuned.